Hi guys, I'm Emily Swank with Autism Assistant, and today we are interviewing another provider for our series of featured provider interviews. And this is Nicole Trawick with Little Ducks Dallas. We just wanted to make a video so that you could see her answer some of the questions that we're asking a lot of providers, just to get a feeling for who she is as a therapist and her practice, and let you see a little bit more insight into her. So hi Nicole, thanks for being on with us today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Of course. So my first question is just pretty general. Just tell us a little bit about you and what you do, like the services you provide, the age range you work with, and location.
Sure. This is my 7th year as a speech language pathologist. I have some experience in private practice, and I also work full-time in the schools. So I'm providing in-home after-school therapy in Dallas and the surrounding cities, and I work with children, or I have experience with children of all ages, from the littles to school age to a little bit older, even middle school and high school, just kind of the full range of kids.
That's awesome. And so you travel to them in that area and go full in-home?
Yes, I do. I do not have my own location. I think that in-home therapy is super functional with, the families right there and the toys that the kids know and love. And I think that that's, it's convenient for parents, right? And it's also convenient for the therapy that I like providing.
I was going to say, that's super convenient for parents.
Yeah, right. It takes another drop off or pick up out of everyone's already busy schedules.
Yes, 100%. So why are the services that you offer, why are they so important to an autistic child?
Ah, man, I like helping children communicate their wants, their needs, their feelings, their thoughts, and their ideas, and just helping kids that are on the autism spectrum connect with their family members and their friends, and just that social engagement is something that I think that's super important, and that's why I like doing what I do.
Yeah, great. So parents who are new to this, like with a newly diagnosed child or who have never been through the therapy process before, what does that look like? What should they expect?
Okay, for me, my therapy, I love child-led therapy, right? Like the child needs to be motivated, and you can't just force an activity or something like that on a child that doesn't care about it, right? So that's something that I like for parents to know, is I like to start with what the child wants to do and what they're motivated by. And then something that I want parents to know is that sometimes speech can look like just fun and games, like, oh, you're just playing games with my kids, but that's exactly what it is. Like, it looks like that because that's what's happening. When children are happy and comfortable and doing what they want to do, they're more likely to communicate and make progress and have fun doing it.
Awesome. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration behind getting into this as a speech pathologist?
Yeah, so I was an ABA therapist when I was getting my master's, and so I was doing a little bit of both. And as I was working with children in their homes, I felt like that was the most functional therapy that I've ever provided. The parents could hear, like I mentioned before, like how I was prompting the kid or how the kid was making the progress that they were making. And like we said before, it certainly alleviated some stress from busy schedules, so that it's just so convenient for everyone. And then also just the kids are more comfortable in their homes. So I got to see how that worked when I was an ABA therapist. And I think that's what started getting into speech therapy and working with kids on the autism spectrum. I worked at a center for kids on the autism spectrum. So that's how I ended up here.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's the most challenging thing about what you do, and then the most rewarding?
I think the most challenging and most rewarding thing is behavior, right? Challenging behaviors with children. It's difficult to watch a child struggle through some challenging behaviors. I know it's hard for the parents to watch, it's difficult on the therapist, but that's also the most rewarding thing when you work through them and figure out how to minimize those behaviors, especially through increasing functional communication and watching the behaviors decrease. It's the most challenging thing, but at the end, like I said, it's so rewarding to watch kids work through that.
See that progress. Yes, and that's what us parents love too, is to see the progress that they're making.
Right.
And then my last question is just, what's something that you would like parents to know, someone that's considering working with you?
I don't have any children of my own, but every child that I've ever worked with, I feel like in just some small way, like just I treat them as if they are my own. And so I just want parents to know that I think that that connection and the rapport is so important, that that's what I love about it. And I think that's the most important thing. So I just want parents to know that that social connection with their children is very important to me.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you've answered all of our questions. I think if parents are interested in working with you guys, I will have, you can go to Nicole's profile on our site, autismassistant.com. I'll actually put the link in the video description below so that you can contact her or see more detailed information about her if you're interested. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I think it's so helpful for parents to be able to see and hear a little bit about you. So Nicole here from Little Ducks Dallas. If you want to contact her again, go to our site and you can reach out to her. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.